travelers! Welcome back to the channel. Are you ready for a new adventure? Welcome to the land of bold dreams, big cities, breathtaking nature, and deep-fried everything. This is the United States of America, a country so vast and diverse that it could pass for an entire continent. Whether you're chasing Hollywood glam, hiking through Red Rock canyons, or biting into a deep dish pizza bigger than your face, the US is more than just a destination. It's a whole experience. So if you're planning your next big adventure and you're skipping the US, pause, rewind, rethink. Because what you're about to see might just bump it to the top of your bucket list. Let's dive into a coast-to-coast travel guide across the United States. I'll take you through 20 unforgettable places, share a fun fact about each one, give you the best time to visit, highlight what it's known for, what to eat while you're there, and sprinkle in some travel tips along the way. Ready? Let's roll! There's no better place to start than New York City, the city that never sleeps. A melting pot of cultures, skyscrapers, and street food, NYC is basically the heartbeat of America. You'll find world-famous landmarks like the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, and of course, Broadway. New York City isn't just a destination, it's a universe unto itself. The energy is unmatched, the skyline iconic, and the diversity endless. One minute you're admiring fine art at the Met, the next you're grabbing a hot dog from a street cart in Central Park. From the flashing lights of Times Square to the cobblestone charm of the West Village, every block feels like its own story. And speaking of stories, this is the backdrop of 1,000 films, books, and dreams. Whether it's your first visit or your 50th, New York always feels new. Because no matter where you're from, the city has a way of making you feel like you belong. Fun fact, did you know that more than 800 languages are spoken in New York City, making it the most linguistically diverse city in the world? Best time to visit? Spring and fall are golden, mild weather and fewer crowds. Don't leave without trying a classic New York slice. Fold it, it's a thing. Next stop, the Grand Canyon in Arizona. It's not just a giant hole in the ground, it's a jaw-dropping display of nature's power. Carved over millions of years by the Colorado River, its sheer size, layered colors, and dizzying depth leave you speechless. Whether you're hiking into the canyon, taking in panoramic views from the South Rim, or soaring above it in a helicopter, every moment feels epic. It's a place that humbles you, quiets you, and makes you reflect. Sunrise and sunset here are almost spiritual, when the canyon glows with shades of red, orange, and gold that seem almost impossible. If nature had a masterpiece, this would be it. Fun fact, the Grand Canyon creates its own weather. Temperature and storms can vary drastically from the rim to the canyon floor. Visit in spring or fall for cooler hikes and gorgeous sunrise views. And if you're in the Southwest, try Navajo fry bread, crispy, soft, and soul-warming. We're heading down south to New Orleans, Louisiana, where the music never stops and the food will make you cry tears of joy. This city is all about soul, from its jazz roots to its Creole cuisine and Mardi Gras madness. New Orleans isn't just a city, it's a celebration of life. Known for its jazz parades and year-round festivals, the Big Easy dances to its own rhythm. The French Quarter is the soul of it all, with colorful balconies, street performers, and the smell of beignets drifting from Café du Monde. But there's also deep history here, layered with French, Spanish, African, and Creole influences that show up in the architecture, the music, and especially the food. Gumbo, jambalaya, crawfish, po' boys. This is a place that feeds the soul, and when night falls, the streets come alive with music, mystery, and pure joy. Fun fact, New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz music. Thank you, Louis Armstrong. Best time to visit? Late February or early March for Mardi Gras if you're up for the wild ride. Beignets, gumbo, jambalaya, order everything and thank me later. Now let's ride a cable car in San Francisco, California. The Golden Gate Bridge? Iconic. The rolling hills? Exhausting. but beautiful. This tech capital has a laid-back vibe with a deep cultural soul. San Francisco is a city of layers, fog and sunlight, hills and bridges, tech startups and timeless charm. It's instantly recognizable by the Golden Gate Bridge, often peeking through a soft mist, and its old-world cable cars that still climb the steep streets with a bell clang. But beyond its postcard looks, the city has a rich heart. It's a hub of innovation and activism, culture and cuisine. Wander through Chinatown, sample sourdough on the waterfront, or take a ferry to Alcatraz for a glimpse of its haunted past. San Francisco feels like its own world, artsy, eccentric, and always full of surprises. Fun fact, the Golden Gate Bridge isn't golden. It's actually international orange. Best time? September to November, when the fog takes a nap and the sun comes out. Slurp some clam chowder in a sourdough bread bowl at Fisherman's Wharf. Let's get tropical in Miami, Florida. Beaches, sunshine, Cuban coffee, and neon-lit nightlife. Miami is hot in every sense of the word. Miami is sunshine wrapped in salsa rhythm. It's where Art Deco architecture meets Caribbean flavors, where palm-lined boulevards lead to white sand beaches, and where the nightlife pulses until dawn. South Beach is the glamorous face of the city, but dig deeper, and you'll find vibrant Latin neighborhoods like Little Havana, rich with Cuban culture, live music, and bold street murals. Beyond the party vibe, there's high-end shopping, innovative art at Wynwood Walls, and even natural escapes in nearby Everglades or Biscayne Bay. Miami is a sensory overload, in the best way possible. Fun fact, Miami is the only major U.S. city founded by a woman, Julia Tuttle. Visit in winter for warm weather and fewer hurricanes. Must try, a Cuban sandwich with a side of plantains and definitely some pastelitos. Want a history lesson wrapped in stunning architecture? Head to Washington, D.C. From the Lincoln Memorial to the Smithsonian Museums, every corner tells a story. Washington, D.C. is where history and power converge. Monuments, memorials, and museums, all packed into a city that feels both iconic and intimate. You can stand on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, gaze across the reflecting pool toward the Washington Monument, and feel the weight of American history all around you. But D.C. is more than just government buildings and school field trips. It has a thriving cultural scene, international cuisine thanks to its diverse population, and neighborhoods like Georgetown and U Street that are rich with personality. The cherry blossoms in spring, pure magic. Whether you're a political junkie or a casual explorer, DC is a capital experience in every sense. Fun fact, DC has no skyscrapers. By law, no building can be taller than the Capitol. Best time to visit? Spring for the cherry blossom bloom. Grab a half-smoked sausage at Ben's Chili Bowl. It's a local legend. Viva Las Vegas! This desert oasis in Nevada is the entertainment capital of the world. Come for the lights, stay for the shows. And yes, what happens here probably ends up on Instagram. Las Vegas doesn't ask you to be someone else. It dares you to be more. More spontaneous, more indulgent, more alive. Known for its over-the-top casinos, jaw-dropping shows, and 24/7 energy, Sin City is a place that never stops performing. But beyond the Strip, you'll find rugged desert hikes at Red Rock Canyon, stylish art districts, and surprisingly great food. It's a city of reinvention, constantly changing, constantly dazzling. Whether you're dancing at sunrise, getting married by an Elvis impersonator, or just people watching at the Bellagio fountains, Vegas is about living large and loving every second of it. Fun fact, Vegas has more hotel rooms than any other city on Earth. Best time to go? March to May or September to November. Summer can literally fry your flip-flops. Don't skip the buffets and try a frozen daiquiri. It's basically an adult slushie. The Windy City blows you away with its lakefront skyline, legendary deep dish pizza, and music history. Chicago rises from the edge of Lake Michigan with a skyline that demands attention. It's a city of neighborhoods, each with its own flavor, rhythm, and story. From the jazz and deep dish pizza of the South Side to the upscale boutiques and lakefront trails of the North, there's always something new to discover. Architecture lovers will swoon over its historic buildings and river cruises, while foodies can go from world-famous hot dogs to Michelin-starred tasting menus in a single day. And when summer hits, the whole city heads to the lake. Chicago is bold, soulful, and full of heart, just like its people. Fun fact: Chicago dyes its river green every St. Patrick's Day, and the world's first skyscraper was built here in 1885. Best time to visit: May to October, summer festivals and lake breezes. Food to try: deep dish pizza and Italian beef sandwiches. Nature lovers, we're off to Yellowstone, America's first national park, where bison roam free and geysers shoot boiling water sky high. Yellowstone is one of most jaw-dropping national parks, spanning 3 states and covering over 2 million acres. It's a wild, living canvas of geysers, waterfalls, canyons, and wildlife. Old Faithful is the star of the show, erupting like clockwork. But there's magic around every bend. Colorful hot springs that look unreal, bison that block traffic, and wolves howling in the distance. It's one of the few places where nature feels truly untamed. Whether you're camping under the stars or exploring geothermal wonders, Yellowstone isn't just a trip, it's an experience that stays with you. Fun fact: Yellowstone sits on a supervolcano. Yes, a supervolcano. Summer is best for full access, but fall means fewer crowds and golden colors. Pack a picnic and eat by a waterfall. Just don't feed the bears. Next stop, Seattle, Washington. Seattle is rainy, moody, and deeply cool. It's the birthplace of Starbucks, grunge, and Microsoft. Seattle might be known for its rain, but what it delivers is so much richer. Nestled between Puget Sound and snow-capped mountains, it's a city wrapped in natural beauty. Downtown hums with energy, from Pike Place Market's flying fish to the iconic Space Needle towering above. Coffee is basically a lifestyle here, thank you Starbucks, and there's an easy blend of tech innovation and indie soul. Explore lush green parks, ferry across to island escapes, or dig into fresh seafood right on the waterfront. Seattle has a calm coolness about it, like it's quietly confident in just how awesome it is. Fun fact: the Space Needle was built in just 400 days for the 1962 World's Fair. Best time to visit: July to September, warm, dry, and festival season. You must try fresh salmon, chowder, and coffee from a local roaster. Next, we head to Austin, Texas. Austin is weird and proud of it. It's the live music capital of the world, with a food truck on every corner and an open-minded, artsy spirit you'll fall in love with. Austin is a city that knows exactly who it is: bold, creative, and unapologetically different. Its official motto is "Keep Austin Weird," and you'll feel that quirky charm in everything, from its eclectic music venues to the neon-painted food trucks lining the streets. This is the live music capital of the world, with more shows per night than most cities see in a week. But Austin also delivers big on flavor: brisket that melts in your mouth, breakfast tacos that ruin you for all others, and a craft beer scene that's as experimental as its art. It's a place where culture collides with cowboy boots, and somehow it works perfectly. Fun fact: Austin is home to the largest urban bat colony in North America. Best time to visit is spring or fall for music festivals and bearable heat. While there, you must try Texas barbecue, breakfast tacos, and queso. Now we head to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philly isn't just cheesesteaks and rocky steps, it's America's birthplace. Visit Independence Hall, tour the Liberty Bell, and wander cobbled streets where the nation began. Philadelphia is where American history comes to life. Walk through Old City and you'll literally be following the footsteps of the Founding Fathers. This is where the Declaration of Independence was signed, and where the Liberty Bell still draws crowds with its storied crack. But Philly isn't stuck in the 1700s. It's a city with grit, personality, and serious pride. Murals cover the walls, food trucks serve up world-class eats, and neighborhoods like Fishtown and South Street are brimming with art, culture, and indie spirit. And yes, the cheesesteaks are legendary, but don't sleep on the soft pretzels or roast pork sandwiches either. Fun fact, the Philly cheesesteak was invented by accident in the 1930s. Best time to visit is September to November. Food to try while there? Cheesesteak whiz, soft pretzels, roast pork sandwiches. Next on our list is Savannah, Georgia. Savannah is a Southern Gothic dream. Moss-draped oaks, haunted mansions, and warm hospitality define this coastal gem. Savannah moves at a slower pace, and that's exactly the point. It's one of the South's most charming cities, where cobblestone streets and moss-draped oaks set the scene for historic homes, cozy cafes, and ghost tours after dark. The city is a living museum of American history, with roots dating back to 1733, but it doesn't live in the past. Trendy shops, art schools, and a rising food scene give Savannah a fresh, youthful energy that balances its vintage soul. Whether you're here for the architecture, the folklore, or just the sweet tea, Savannah wraps you in a warm, timeless welcome. Fun fact, Savannah was America's first planned city. Best time to visit is March to June for azaleas and spring air. Food to try while there: shrimp and grits, fried green tomatoes, peach cobbler. Now we head to Denver, Colorado. Denver is where urban life meets mountain adventures. Set at exactly 1 mile above sea level, Denver is where urban culture meets Rocky Mountain adventure. It's a city where you can start your morning with a craft coffee downtown and be hiking alpine trails or skiing fresh powder by the afternoon. Known for its breweries, bike culture, and stunning outdoor access, Denver is also full of art. Its street murals, museums, and thriving music scene reflect a young, creative energy. The air's a little thinner here, but the lifestyle is anything but. If you love cities with nature on speed dial, Denver should be high on your list. Fun fact, Denver is exactly 1 mile above sea level. Best time to visit is fall for foliage or winter for skiing. Food to try while there? Bison burgers, green chili, and craft beer. You will not regret it! Now it's time for Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville is the beating heart of country music, but beyond the honky-tonks, it's got a booming food scene and Southern charm in spades. Nashville is where music lives, breathes, and tells stories on every corner. From the neon-lit honky-tonks on Broadway to the historic halls of the Grand Ole Opry, the city is a pilgrimage for country music lovers, but its sound is far from one note. Indie rock, blues, gospel, and hip-hop thrive here too. Nashville is also a growing food city, with hot chicken joints and Southern comfort cuisine stealing the show. Add to that historic neighborhoods, vibrant murals, and an ever-present sense of rhythm, and you get a place that's not just about music. It is music. Fun fact, it's called Music City for a reason. Live music 365 days a year. Best time to visit is April to October for concerts and patio weather. Food to try: Nashville hot chicken, biscuits, and banana pudding. Next stop is Sedona, Arizona. Sedona is mystical, red rock heaven. Sedona feels like a place where the earth shows off. Surrounded by towering red rock formations and bathed in a golden glow, it's a destination that draws artists, adventurers, and spiritual seekers alike. Whether you're hiking through Cathedral Rock, browsing one of the town's many art galleries, or simply watching the sunset turn the cliffs crimson, Sedona connects you with something deeper. It's known for its so-called energy vortexes, and even if you're skeptical, there's something undeniably powerful about the landscape. Quiet, dramatic, and almost otherworldly. It's not just a visit, it's a feeling. Fun fact, Sedona has more art galleries than traffic lights. Best time to visit is March to May or September to November. You must absolutely try Southwestern cuisine, cactus fries, local wine. Don't forget about Orlando, Florida. Yes, it's theme park capital. But Orlando is also warm, family-friendly, and surprisingly cultured beyond the mouse. Orlando is where imagination takes the wheel and reality steps aside. Known worldwide for its theme parks, this Central Florida city is home to Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, and a host of other attractions that turn vacations into fairy tales. But there's more than just roller coasters. Orlando also offers botanical gardens, art museums, and serene nature preserves. It's a family-friendly hub that blends high-energy entertainment with quiet escapes. With sunshine nearly year-round, Orlando makes it easy to believe in magic, no matter your age. Fun fact, Walt Disney World is roughly the size of San Francisco. Best time to visit is January to April or October to avoid heat and crowds. How can we skip the next destination? Los Angeles, the city where Hollywood dreams are stitched into the skyline. It's where you can catch a glimpse of a celebrity sipping overpriced matcha in West Hollywood, then drive 20 minutes to dip your toes in the Pacific at Venice Beach. The Walk of Fame might feel touristy, but it's still iconic, and the Santa Monica Pier? Pure California nostalgia. But there's more than glitz. LA is layered. From mural-covered alleys in the Arts District to late-night taco trucks and quiet hikes up to the Griffith Observatory, the city blends fast-paced ambition with laid-back beach life in a way nowhere else does. And if you're chasing sunsets, this is your golden hour heaven. Fun fact, the Hollywood sign originally read Hollywoodland. It was an ad for a real estate development in the 1920s. And we cannot forget about Boston. Boston feels like stepping into a living history book, with excellent seafood. As you wander the cobblestone streets of the North End, you're literally walking the same route Paul Revere took. The Freedom Trail winds through revolutionary landmarks, but the city's not stuck in the past. It's also home to elite universities, a thriving art scene, and fiercely loyal sports fans. Catching a game at Fenway Park isn't just entertainment, it's a rite of passage. And while you're here, you have to try a lobster roll, maybe even argue with a local about the correct way to make it. Boston is brainy, gritty, and full of heart. Fun fact, Boston is home to the oldest public park in the US, Boston Common, established in 1634. And finally, Hawaii. Hawaii doesn't feel like a destination. It feels like another planet entirely. Whether you're surfing Waikiki's gentle waves on Oahu, hiking through lava tubes on the Big Island, or chasing waterfalls in Maui, the aloha spirit follows you everywhere. It's in the smiles, the sunsets, the ukulele music that drifts through the air like a warm breeze. You'll find dramatic volcanic landscapes, black sand beaches, rainforests, and coral reefs, all within reach. And the food? Poke bowls, shave ice, Kahlua pork. It's paradise for your taste buds too. But what makes Hawaii unforgettable is how it makes you feel connected, grounded, and deeply at peace. Fun fact, Hawaii is the only US state that grows coffee commercially. You can visit actual coffee farms, especially on the Big Island. And the food? It's like a culinary road trip. From Texas barbecue to LA tacos, Maine lobster to Southern fried chicken, America is basically an all-you-can-eat buffet. Don't miss Philly cheesesteaks, New York bagels, or Chicago hot dogs. And whatever city you land in, find a food truck, trust me. Now, a few travel tips before you go. The US is huge. Plan by region or theme. West Coast for beaches and nature, East Coast for history and cities, the South for culture and food, the Midwest for charm and local life. Rent a car if you're road tripping. Public transport can be limited outside big cities. And tipping is a thing here. 15 to 20% is standard in restaurants. Oh, and pack layers. Weather can change faster than your playlist. So there you have it. An epic journey through the USA. From natural wonders to neon-lit cities, jazz to hip-hop, diners to fine dining, the US offers a little bit of everything for everyone. It's not just a country. It's 50 unique stories wrapped into one unforgettable adventure. So, where are you heading first? Let us know in the comments, subscribe for more travel guides, and don't forget to hit that like button if this inspired your next trip. See you on the road. And don't forget, it's never too late to start your American adventure. Thank you for watching.